Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a review of solving a word problem using an algebraic method called a system of equations. Now, the reason that we learn all the different algebraic methods for doing things is that we can solve problems. So this involves a mixture problem. A grocer's mixing together some cashews costing $8 per kilogram with some Brazil nuts costing $10 per kilogram. The grocer sold 12 kilograms of the mixture for $8.50. How many kilograms of cashews were in the mixture the grocer sold? So I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for how many kilograms of cashews were in the mixture sold. So that's important. But I also know that I have two kind of unknowns. I really don't know how many of these Brazil nuts I sold. So when I have two unknowns, I sometimes consider using a system of equations to help me. All right, but to do that, I need variables. It's algebra. We need variables. That's what algebra is all about, right? All right, so first I'm gonna let C equal the kilograms of cashews that we have, that we're looking for, because that's what the question's asking me for. So that's what I know I want to find. All right, and then I'm going to let B equal the kilograms of Brazil nuts. Okay, so the nice thing about that is now I've got my two variables, and I know that I'm going to be writing a system of equations, so I need two equations. Well, one way to do this, mixture problems, is I actually like to call it using bowls. If I'm mixing things, I mix them in bowls. So the reason I do that is because sometimes when we do systems, we forget a few things. So here I have my mixes in my bowls. Okay, and I know that I have a total that I want to make that's 12 kilograms. So I put the amounts along the bottom. All right, well that means that if C is the kilograms of cashews and B is the kilograms of Brazil nuts, that actually gives me my first equation, C plus B, the amount of cashews and the amount of Brazil nuts. We need it to be 12 kilograms. All right, then we've got to talk about the price. Well, the price I put on the right side of my bowls, because the price in this case, so to 8, 10, and 8.50, so 8.50, is important because if we're trying to find out how much we're paying in total, we take that price and we multiply it by the amount of the number of kilograms we have. But since that's unknown, we have to mix it with our variable. So 8 times C, I multiply and I put it in my bowl. And then 10 times B, I multiply it and I put it in my bowl. I mix it in my bowl. And then 850 times 12, I mix, I put it in my bowl, which is 102. So there are my two equations. And I'm going to rewrite them so you can see them. 8C plus 10B equals 102. And C plus B equals 12. Okay, now this would be normally where I would stop and I'd say, okay, which variable is the easiest to eliminate? But since the question specifically asked me about cashews, I decided that I'm going to try and eliminate B so that I can solve for C, for cashews. So I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by negative 10. Now, one hint, I know that you could use substitution here, and it's an effective method, but when they're in standard form already and they're word problems, I tend to leave them alone. So I tend to leave them in standard form and use elimination. All right, so I'm going to rewrite my equations. 8C plus 10B equals 102, and then negative 10C, minus 10B equals negative 120. All right, so now I'm ready to eliminate B. So I add the equations together, and I get 8C minus 10C, which is going to give me negative 2C equals, okay, and then I've got 102 minus 120, which is a negative 18. So when I divide both sides by negative 2, I get C equals 9. And because I wrote my let statement way up here, and C represents the kilograms of cashews, now I'm ready to answer the question. So how many kilograms of cashews were in the mixture? 9 kilograms. All right, guys, hope that method of solving using a system of equations, solving a word problem using a system of equations was helpful. Have a great day.